this episode of Eye on iPoly. I'm Josue.
And I'm Antonio. With the end of the year coming around the corner, a good way to commemorate the year is with the yearbook. Our first segment explains the hard work that goes behind creating every yearbook.
So the yearbook is an elective here on iPoly's campus. We meet Tuesdays and Fridays, and we create the annual book, the yearbook, for iPoly. The kids in yearbook tend to be pretty driven, pretty creative. They tend to be amazing artists, journalists. It can be a very rewarding elective. You know, there's very few electives anyway that allow you to have something at the end of the year that you can point to and say, I made that, I created that. So even though it's very exhausting, very tiring, we have some incredibly talented people that have dedicated a large amount of their personal time to creating the yearbook for you, and I'd like to introduce them to you now.
Hi, I'm Juliana. I'm an editor, and I will be talking to you about the journalism aspect of yearbook. So the way yearbook starts off is we gather around in the classroom in a kind of TMZ style meeting. What we try to do is kind of bring up quirky stories, things that are unique to our friend groups, things that we've heard, rumors, and try to make a story based off of that. And now I take it to Josh, who will take you through the ropes of designing.
When it comes to designing spreads, I looked at a lot of the old yearbooks. Like I have like a bunch even from before I went here, and like let's see what we implemented this year, what worked, what didn't work, and it's just really me looking at old stuff and then coming up with some of my own ideas. So if you haven't bought your book yet, you have until May 4th to buy it, and here's how to do that.
Hello, I'm Julia. I'm the manager of yearbook, and I'm going to be showing you how to buy the yearbook online. So first, what you're going to want to do is go to tinyurl.com/iPolyyearbook, and it will direct you to another website to buy the yearbook. And we are going to be doing it through the school's name, not the school order number. So instead of putting in a number, you're going to put in International Polytechnic High School. Make sure you put in the full name because it does not work if you put in iPoly. And whenever it comes up on the screen, you will just click the high school and click continue. And lastly, just go to the image that says buy a yearbook and continue with your process. So whenever you finish your payment process, it will allow you to do it through a card, so Visa, MasterCard. Thank you for listening. This is how we put together the yearbook and how you can buy it online. And make sure to buy it before May 4th. That will be our deadline. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Keep up the good work, iPoly students. And now a quick word about WASC.
Next week, Monday through Wednesday to be exact, a WASC team will be on the iPoly campus. What is a WASC team, you may ask? Well, it is a 5-person team made up of officials from other schools throughout Southern California. Their mission centers on 3 beliefs: that a school's goal is successful student learning, each school has a clear purpose and school-wide goals, and that a school engages in external and internal evaluations as part of continued school improvement and to support student learning. They will be visiting all classrooms to observe how iPoly operates. They may even ask to speak with students. Over the past year, your teachers, staff, and admin have been working diligently preparing for this visit. Wednesday morning, the committee will meet and read out their findings and let us know how we did. We are confident we will do well because, after all, we are iPoly.
We look forward to the WASC visitors next week, and I'm sure they will be impressed. Back in the year 2000, the most legendary show to premiere was on MTV. Over 180 celebrities came on the show to show off their amazing homes. Now, iPoly has decided to bring it back one last time. This is iPoly Cribs.
How do you do, fellow kids? Welcome to Casa del Daily.
Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey!
Years ago, one of the students gave me a piece of the Berlin Wall. So it's got a little bit of the graffiti on it. So when I talk about the fall of Eastern European countries, I've got an example of the Berlin Wall I can pass around, which is pretty cool. And up here, I've got a fired shell from World War I with a little bit of trench art on it. It's a 1917 shell. It's got all the information on the bottom, so that's pretty cool. I like keeping this in the room. My skateboard is from Trump's wedding to Melania when the Clintons were invited, and I got this at my local board shop, and I was teaching government at the time, and I thought, oh, that's pretty topical, but I still find it quite hilarious, and I don't know, it's kind of, yeah. And here I have some of the games that I use with my gaming club, but I also have games in here I use with my class when I'm teaching world history. We've got some games used in government. Secret Hitler we use when we're talking about totalitarians. So a lot of different games that I use in the classroom to help teach lessons. And here we have some of the awards that I've won with students for the films that we've made through the years with our collaboration with the American Film Institute. So I'm pretty proud of these. Now you need to go back to class. Get out of my classroom. Go.
That was one life-changing show.
Definitely.
Well, that's a wrap for this week.
Be sure to tune in next time. I'm Antonio.
And I'm Josue. And this has been
Your Eye on iPoly.